Good afternoon, students. My name is Mr. Bolaji Shobandi. Welcome to today's class. And you remember that we started for quite a while now, and we are rounding off what we had started. And your exam is commencing on the 19th. And I pray that God will crown your effort with immense success. Having said that, now the ultimate thing in JAM is what? Comprehension passages. And virtually, majority of students are having problem with unraveling the answers in a given comprehension text. Having said that, we're going to look at some keywords that could help in unraveling the answers in a given text. Now, the first thing that you need to understand under comprehension is to identify the keywords. Then from there, we have what's called topic sentence. We have discourse marker. Developmental point. We have the mood. We have extra grammatical item. Now, we all know that when we talk about comprehension, we are still going to work on comprehension passages, but let me quickly give a rundown. In comprehension, you should be able to identify the topic sentence, the central message the writer is trying to pass across to the student. Having said that, we said the first thing you need to do is to identify the keywords in a given comprehension passage. Now, what do you mean by keywords? Keywords are what? Important word in a passage. It could be a noun. We all know that. Check your passage. We all know that a noun is a naming word. Country. They are what? They are pointer to where the answers are located. So when you see them, annotate, underline them in a given text. Now, what about verb? What is a verb? Verb showcases what? Action of the subject. Now is what? Naming words. Adjectives are what? Descriptive words. Now, what you need to understand here is that these three play a vital role in your identification of the word. You need to be receptive. Your mind should be quite open so that you're able to absorb what you're reading. The bottom line of every given passage, it could be narrative, it could be descriptive, it could be expository, whichever types of passage given to you. Your major goal is to extract relevant information, in the given text. And remember, JAM, there's time constraint. You have to be conscious of your time. And remember, in comprehension passages, in your JAM, it has what? 3 marks. You have 5 questions. 3 times 5, that's 15 marks. A whole lot of marks. You don't joke with this one. And that's why you have to give it everything you have. Showcase that writing passion. Ensure that you understand the passage. And before you do that, practice makes what? Perfect, right? You need to endeavor to do a lot of practice text, CBT, practice a lot of what? Past question on comprehension passages that you're able to step up, be able to work on your time. Majority of us, not that we do, no, majority say, not that they do, they know this, the nitty-gritty of the comprehension passage, but because of time constraint, they could not finish up. And as a result, their boy is quite what? A beast man, quite unencouraging. So in order to avert such an ugly scenario, there is need for you to work, devote time. One thing about learning, consistency is the key to success. So you should endeavor to practice every day before the D-Day arrives. And if the D-Day is just in a fortnight now, you'll be facing your exam. So what are we saying is that you should try to understand these three things, these three parts of speech. You have what now? We said that now is a naming word. In your passage, you come across date, town, city, country. When you come across those, note that they are what? They are keywords to where the answers are looking. Because check it, the passage you are reading, it has what? Characters there. It has what? Setting. It has what? Mood. It has what? Character, setting, mood. All these things, they are written what? In a noun form. The protagonist, the antagonist, the plot, all of them. So anything that has a name, date, days of the week, month, abstract noun, cruelty, curiosity, all these they are now. And when you come across them, underline, they are a pointer to where your answers are located. Till we said verb. We all know that verbs are an action word, vehicle through which our thoughts are being what conveyed. Verbs are what? Vehicles through which our thoughts are being what conveyed to the respective word destination. I mean, say that verbs are what? Action word. So the action showcase or exhibited by the word now, which is known as subject, is going to be what? It's going to be what? Identify or display through the use of verb. That's another keyword. The third one, adjective. We all know that adjective are what? Descriptive words that shows the quality of a noun. So when you come across them, we have what? The likes of what? Beautiful, beautiful. Curious. Anxious. Outstanding. They are what? They are what? Adjective. Used to what? Showcase the quality of a noun. He is an outstanding student. Outstanding is what? Adjective, showing the quality of the noun, student. So once you are acquainted or you are conversant with these three parts of speech, known as keywords, you are getting closer to the answer in the given passage. Having said that, you should equally note what is called topic sentence. We all know that topic sentence convey the central idea in a given passage. And your topic sentence could be what? First paragraph, first 30 lines. You see you know the first line, you see the second line. So topic sentence convey the central idea in a given passage, the message, what the writer is trying to pass across to the reader. It will be seen there. But for you to identify this topic sentence sometimes is enshrouded word, discourse marker. What do you mean by discourse marker? They are what? Transitional words. Transitional words. Transitional words are connected that link variety of ideas together. Words like furthermore, moreover, in addition, nevertheless, however, although, thus, consequently, as a result, therefore, all these affirmation words are what? Connected. And the functions of the just what? Provide additional information about what the topic sentence stated. When you come across them, you can what? They can be discarded. How do you identify the keywords there? Or the topic sentence? The statement that precede the transitional words. Check very well. You have to be what? Quite observant. The statement that precedes the transitional words simply means what? The topic sentence. So when you see discourse marker, they are connective, they are illustrative words, giving us what? Additional information on what the topic sentence earlier stated. They are just trying to reiterate, emphasize what the topic sentence has stated. So please don't be in a state of haste, thinking that your answer is within transitional words. No. The function of transitional words is just to buttress what the topic sentence has stated. That's why he said, look, the statement that precedes discourse marker, that is your topic sentence. And your topic sentence can easily be looking at what? First or second or third line of your first paragraph. All you need to do, you know that when you're dealing with comprehension, your state of mind should be what? You should not allow your mind to be what? Absent-minded. If you're absent-minded, you may not be able to grab the meaning of what the person is talking about. And you should be what? Quite receptive. Your mind should be what? Receptive. You should open your mind so that new ideas can easily flow in. You shouldn't be dogmatic. Now, having said that, we have talked about keywords. We've talked about the topic sentence. We talk about what? Discourse marker. We talk about discourse marker, and I've told you now. There's another problem that we have. This developmental point and discourse marker, they are almost the same thing. Mood. We all know the mood is state of mind of the writer. Why composes his work? Mood. Sometimes some question they ask you, what is the mood of the writer? You need to be conversant with this. When they talk about mood, the prevailing what? Atmosphere that prevail. Why the writer is writing his work. Now, look at someone. Maybe let's assume that you're going to pass it that talk about insecurity in Nigeria. And we all know that in Nigeria right now, the major problem that bedevil this democratic dispensation is insecurity. And successive government have not been able to do something about it. They've not been able to curtail or avert the ugly scenario. Human citizenry, we are in what? Under intense pressure. Fear seems to have enveloped virtually everybody because nobody is safe. Now, if they now talk about, Comrade talks about insecurity. Now, for you to get the mood, you know that the mood will be what? The mood of the writer of that passage. The mood should be what? When we talk about mood, we have it could be excitement. It could be melancholic, sadness. It could be dejection. It could be criticism or critical. It could be elation, euphoria. It could be now someone that is, when we are talking about insecurity now, you know, the writer of the, a state of mind is not going to be in the right frame of mind because of the successive agony, pain, tribulation that the citizenry had to go through because of what? Inability of the government to ensure the lives of the citizenry are what? Secured. Now, inside a situation, you say that well, you can use what? Tone of mood of what? What do you call it? Disgust, lamentation, dejection, etc. But when you talk about tone, tone is the choice of words used to showcase your mood. You can have what? Ash tone. We could have what? Critical tone. We could have what? Tone of lamentation. You got what? Disgust. Yeah, too. You're supposed to anger here should be here. Under mood. So having said that, you need to be conversant because sometimes they do ask for what is the mood or the tone. Now, having said that, we have what? Extra grammatical item. In a comprehension passage, when you are given extra grammatical items, these extra grammatical items makes comprehension with given text quite difficult for some students. And that is why students have been enjoying to read excessively, to read consistently, in order to, what do we mean by under extra grammatical that makes comprehension difficult? The first thing is that what? Register. So these are not what? Conversant what? With register. And register what? Feed or something that deal with technical terms. Register are what? Words that are peculiar to a particular field of study. In medicine now, we have times peculiar to medicine only. We have accountancy, we have mass media, we have military. All these are specialized words that are peculiar to a particular field of study. So question could come from medicine, it could come from accountancy, and students are expected to have read wide. So you cannot be telling that I'm a science student, Nothing, I don't have anything to do with that. What about if question is extract for what? Art-related subject. And that is why you need to read well. Another problem that they encounter is vocabulary. That is why you have to work on your vocabulary. Any student that is not grounded in vocabulary does not stand a chance in comprehension. Because they may ask you to find a suitable word used for a given line in a given passage. So you should endeavor to be very proficient in vocabulary, understand synonyms and antonyms. And again, you should be able to understand what part of speech, because they may underline a particular word. Find a suitable word, meaning that word that is underlined, you want to replace it, should word, you must replace it with the same word class. What do I mean by that? There was that this word, look at it. Enthusiasm is underlined. He's a man of enthusiasm, or he's entered a paid way for his success. Then now they find another word for it. In your option, now give A, enthusiastic, B, passionate, C, passion, D, disgust. Now, you need to know the part of the word belongs to. Enthusiasm is what? Is a noun. And it's for eagerness, interest. So the correct, if you use enthusiastic, is an adjective. It is wrong. If you passionate, is an adjective. It is wrong. The answer is what? Passion. So you should be able to know the word class. If you are asked to replace a word, if you use adjective to replace a noun, you got it wrong. A noun should be replaced by a noun. Adjective should be replaced by what? An adjective. Verb should be replaced by what? A verb. So you need to endeavor to ensure that you study the word class deeply, so that we will not be having problem. Having said that, we'll look at the types of comprehension before we now go to exercise. Now, when we look at the types of comprehension, we have the first one, literal comprehension. Literal has to do with what? The surface meaning of a particular word given text. It is easy to identify because the question normally comes with an interrogative question. What do you think? How did the man arrive? What are the solutions? So this is what the surface level, surface meaning, literal, the basic information in a given text. Very easy, but you can't come across that one in JAM. Two, we have what's called inferential. Inference question. Inferential comprehension has to do with what? The basic idea will not be stated clearly. It will be what? It will make a projection based on what is stated. You must be able to read between the lines. Read between the lines. Your ability to what? To form a logical conclusion will come in handy here. Will not be stated clearly. There will be a kind of what? Inference, deduction, based on what is stated in the passage. However, remember, your own personal opinion is not needed under inferential comprehension. They want you to form a projection or form a judgment, a logical conclusion based on what is stated there. So you must be able to read between the lines. You must be a fast thinker. If you're a slow reader here, you may not be able to do just this question. So under inferential comprehension, you're expected to be able to deduce the meaning. And what they use there, they make your implied meaning. You know what? Implicit and explicit meaning. And what's our denotative and connotative meaning? We all never talk about denotative, has to do with the direct meaning, general meaning of a word, such as cheerful, lively, beautiful, beautiful, pretty, astonishing, breathtaking. But when you use connotative has to do what? Indirect meaning, implied meaning of a word. When you say somebody is a goat is used to imply that it's what? Stubborn. When you say somebody is a dog is used to imply that is what? Live a life of mystery. Abject poverty. When you use parrot is used to imply that is what? a talkative, a loquacious person. So having said that, so under inferential, you must be able to deduce the meaning based on what is stated. Based on what implied meaning. However, like I said, your own personal opinion is not needed in under inferential comprehension. When you infer, mean to deduce facts from a given word, act, or sin, based on what is stated in the passage there. So when you are making an inference, it has to go along with your logical conclusion based on what has transpired. You have to be very careful so I will not jump into conclusion. You have to think very well, read between the lines, be able to think very well, identify the cause and solution of a particular problem. So be able to come up with a good response. Like I tell you, implicit and what? Explicit meaning. When someone is implicit, what does that indicate? Means what? That means it is hidden. That cannot be what? You have to go with in between the line for you to get the answer. Then last one is what? Evaluative. Under evaluative, you are expected to analyze critically what is said in passage. That's why you come across some passages down. They will say, give a simple title. It's under what? Evaluative. When you are asked to evaluate yourself, to analyze critically. And when you're analyzing, you should be able to analyze the writer's choice of words, which is diction, the character, the central idea. Sometimes you all know in passages that when they give a passage, they will not give you the title. They want to give a single title to the passage. They have to arrive at the title, what transpired in the passage. Maybe the passage talked about corruption. Our political leader have continuously looted the national treasury, and they are not slowing down, and they are not showing any form of remorse for their action. So, such a comprehensive passage, they now say, give a straight title. Definitely, so you know, it's what? Corruption. So you have to be very careful, and you must learn to let your mind be receptive to ideas. Your ability to understand very fast. A slow learner will definitely have problems. A slow learner will definitely have problems. Having said that, we are going to go into, and one thing again is under comprehension. When you read the first passage, first paragraph, please, then you go through the question. When you read that question number one, before you read that question number one, read the passage, first paragraph only. After the first paragraph, go to that question number one. That question number one will give you where the answers are located, having gone through the first paragraph. One thing is the answer observant. Read the passage, first paragraph only, don't rush yourself. Then you go to what? Question number one. Remember, your answer is sequentially what? Arranged. However, you may find out that two answers may be located in a paragraph. How do they do it? Through the use of what? Discourse marker. Initially, I think that discourse marker are connectives that link variety of ideas together, that they can be described. But sometimes they may use them to incorporate two answers in a given text. So you need to be quite observant for you to identify it. There is a difference between illustration and central idea. You have to be able to differentiate between the two. There is a difference between fact and opinion. Fact is backup. Opinion is your own personal opinion that's not backed up with evidence. You surely see evidence there that buttress the main point. So you have to be very careful. So when you read a passage, paragraph, go to number one. Fast. When you read second paragraph, go to number two. So gradually, most of these things are arranged in sequential order. And like I told you, the passage could be what? Narrative.